First of all, I want to say something, yeah. Big up to all the new subscribers that's actually subscribed to my channel. See you guys, man. Thank you. We're going to keep going. I've got a video right here to react to. I'm going to, jump into it and I'm going to chop it back with you guys real quick.
What the f does that mean? I don't get why I'm still single. I don't get it. I'm a catch. What is going on in my life where I don't have a man? Or are my standards too high? Do I box myself in a corner all the time? Like nowadays, men today want to be chased. What happened to masculinity? What happened to chivalry? What happened to men courting women? What happened to that? Back in the day, dating was so much easier and it was fun. Today's dating is hell.
Do you want to know why? And I'll tell you why. Today's dating is hell because men are starting to notice that they don't really have to chase more than females. Men are starting to notice that peace is actually way more better than problems. You gotta look at it like this, right? We have this young lady that's online doing her makeup, screaming about how hard it is to be dating. When I'm looking at you screaming like this, don't you think I will say to myself that, okay, it's starting to kick in now to let you know the importance of men. Men has been getting bashed, slayed all over the internet. It's been hard for men to even have a platform because, most men platform right now, it's like a lot of people are quick to cancel it. You guys had the biggest opportunity that men has never had. You've always had a place to vent. You've had an outlet. Men has never had an outlet. And the beautiful thing about it as well is the fact that you guys never used the outlet that you have wisely. You used it in a way of trying to make men submit to a program that doesn't benefit men. So men are starting to listen to themselves more, and especially there's channels like this that actually enlighten men and letting men know that, listen, you don't have to submit to this buffoonery. And you got to remember as well, men don't have time clock like you guys do. So at some point, when you do hit the wall, which will definitely happen, you're gonna notice that, oh shit, I've been wasting time. And when men do get to the same age that you lot has hit the wall from, right? They're gonna notice that, oh shit, I do have more to live. I do have more to offer myself in this world. And then men start to be greedy with their time. And you know who pays the price for it? Modern females. So yes, I agree with her, it's kind of techie out there and it is what it is.
Give a guy your number, and all of a sudden, you don't hear from them until like 3 to 4 days later. What was the point of me giving you my number? If you're not going to text me, I don't get it. The talking doesn't go as far as the actual app. There are no, oh, let me take you out to dinner. Let's go catch a movie.
I told you guys about the app, right? I don't know if you guys seen the last video that I had with the app. Is dating app good or bad? Check it out on my channel. I did tell you guys about the app. You gotta remember, you got hit squads that's going on the app just to get laid. They're not looking for a relationship. Real men are not going on dating app to look for a relationship. They know the females that's on that dating app are no good. Well, if you're smart enough, you're gonna know a majority of the girls on the dating app are who hyenas, would find some females out there that actually genuinely want a man for themselves, right? But it's very hard to actually, separate them from the 95% of the hyenas on the dating app. So they're gonna treat all of you lot the same. So if you're on a dating app thinking you're gonna find Mr. Charm, I'm gonna tell you now, and I don't wanna break you guys' heart, it's impossible.
Let's go to a cafe and get to know each other. What's with all the endless text messages? What happened to men actually planning dates? What happened to it? I don't get it. How do you date in today's society? What are some of your red flags and your non-negotiables? I do not chase men. I don't do it. I did it once, will never do it again. No. Never again will I chase a guy. My biggest ick is a guy that can't hold the conversation. Now, I gotta talk the whole goddamn date. I hate it. I don't got time to be dating no guy that don't have no money. I'm sorry.
I really can't believe that this girl's making a content like this. And this is what I mean about self-snitching on yourself and showing who you are. You look like a red flag. Everything about you feels masculine. You might feel like you got a soft tone of voice, but you feel masculine. You don't feel like a safe heaven to be around. And let me be the person to judge, because I'm the man, right? When I watch this type of lady talk right now, I don't feel safe around her. I don't feel like I can be in a vulnerable state around here. And when I talk about vulnerable state around there, I'm not talking about no beta shit, no like, oh, my life is hard. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real life shit, like, yo, babes, no, right now, we might not have to go out for like a month or two because I need to lock in. Because right now, you know, the paper's kind of short right now, but in due time, we're going to get back to normal. That's vulnerable state, where you can communicate with your girl like that and she can understand that what goes up has to come down sometimes for it to go back up. I can never feel safe to talk to females like this because I feel like she's gonna try to shame me. And most men can see this. Anyone that's an entrepreneur or anyone that's actually just a hardworking person know that sometimes there's gonna be hard times in life and you can never rely on females like this. The fact that she come up and say, I don't chase men, I'm not doing the chasing no more, we should chase you. Are you crazy? You think I'm gonna waste a bag chasing you, bro? You smoking, where I can actually go deal with someone that show me that they like me. You give me a type of mentality of it's gonna take, wait, what's that word they say? I'm a slow burner. Fellas, have you ever heard when a female says, I'm a slow burner? That's actually a manipulation tactics for her to take from you until you've had enough. And she gonna be like, I'm a slow burner. You should have patience with me. Fellas, don't have no patience with no females that's not willing to give you the time and day to actually show you they're genuinely into you. This lady looks like she's had enough of life. And clearly you can tell by the way she sounds hurt, she sounds done out here. Everything's not going her way. So the first place she can go to is the internet.
I'm sorry, I don't want to sound shallow, but I've dated broke men my whole life. I have. Now I'm in a place where I have money and I want to travel and I want to see the world. I don't want you to buy me nothing because I can buy it myself. That's not what I want. I want you to have the financial stability to pick up and go on the trip. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for no Louis. I'm not asking for no goddamn bust down Chanel. I don't even goddamn like designer. I don't. I really don't. Oh, you're just very intimidating. What the f does that mean? How do I come off intimidating when I'm the most socializing person ever? Specifically, my ladies, I want to hear how you are dating, especially in today's generation. What are some dating apps you're on? Where do you go to date? And what are just some of your non-negotiables when it comes to dating these men? Because I ain't got time. Anyway, this is the makeup look. I wanted something really cute and rosy. Bye, guys.
That was a lot to take in, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. It was really a lot to take in. It was kind of hilarious at the same time because I know she's really venting and I know she's really in pain. The makeup is just to cover the pain. She's really hurt. But she made the interesting point talking about she has her own money, but she doesn't want to deal with someone broke. And I want you guys to listen to this, yeah? As a man, right? As a man that's actually been in business for a very long time and I'm good, right? I want you to look at it like this, yeah? I will never ever judge a female in whatever financial situation she's in because that's not what I'm going in a relationship for. I'm in a relationship because I actually want to be in that relationship. I want to be in a healthy relationship where we both appreciate each other. Companionship, friendship, romance, you know, someone I can rely on. Someone that, God forbid, I get into a situation where, let's say, for instance, I had to be in the hospital for satin, right? God forbid. And I will feel way more comfortable for my next of kin to be the woman that I've chosen. Some of you lot, right? You guys waste so much time that, let's say you're in a situation and somebody asks you, who would you like to be in your next of kin? You have big 30-year-old females putting their mother's name as next of kin. You even have big 30-year-old men putting their mothers or fathers as next of kin instead of actually putting the woman's name they're with as next of kin. That's safer, right? And she got it all wrong already. You know, I've got money, but I want you to have your own money. You know, I don't deal with brokies because I want to be able to fly all over the place. When I hear that, instantly, I say to myself then, why don't you go date a female that's just like you? Because most men, right? Especially depending on what type of men that you're actually going to go, you know, link, right, are in a building stage. She looks like she's probably like in her 20s, right? Early 20s or mid 20s. I say probably like early 20s. She looks like she's like 25 or 26, right? Most men at 25, 26 are in the building stage. Like, you know, they're building, they're trying to find themselves, you know, they're trying to find something they're passionate about. You know, most men are just finished university at that age where they're trying to get themselves in the corporate ladder or find their steps, right? They're not going to have money like that just to be flying all over the place, unless they're a drug dealer, they're fraudsters, and that's what majority of some of these type of females are actually looking for, right? If you want to come down to earth, right, you need to learn how to build with a man. All these holidays that this type of modern females are talking about, countries are not going anywhere, right? Morocco or Italy, France, Miami, New York, all these different countries that you want to quote unquote fly to are not going anywhere. The most important thing that you need to do is set a foundation with a man. Build, learn how to build, learn how to sacrifice, learn how to wait for the right time for the both of you lot to be as one, and you can go all these places. Just because you want to fly to all these countries and put on Instagram and you meet a guy that's not actually financially ready to do that, he's not in your level, quote unquote, like he's a brokey. You guys are actually starting to get on my nerves just by the way you lot sound. You want to meet someone that's already where they want to be in life. You got to learn how to conduct yourself in a certain manner where you don't come across as ignorant. This video is a very ignorant video. She's yapping, talking to females or ladies. Where's the dating app that you go to? That's already a red flag. You're relying on a dating app to find your spouse. Bro, do you know how crazy that is? Like, do you know how mad that is? The fact that you're relying on a dating app to find your spouse and actually putting yourself out there for your spouse to be able to see you and approach you. And you have to understand this as well. We're living in a day and age where people care so much of what other people think than actually caring about what you think is best for you. It's finding someone that's going to treat you right, that has a good character, that's ambitious, that you know where they're going in life is going to be superb, and you're willing to invest in that relationship, and that's what you're going to bring to the table. Or how you present yourself in social media, like you're happy, you living your best life, you're going here with this man and you're flying all over the country and he's following you where you wanted to go, or he's treating you, he's buying you all the things that's going to make you feel good. And I'm talking about all of those stuff and materialistic stuff at the end of the day. I look at it like this, right? As a man looking at all these modern females make all this, you know, content online, you guys need to understand that the more you guys are talking online, the more you're giving man X. You sound like a bill. You sound distracted. No, you sound like you're a distraction. You sound like a bill and you sound like you're a distraction. For men that's coming up and is trying to get themselves together, you sound like a distraction. You're talking about you want to fly on a holiday. Most men in the 20s, most sensible men, are actually sacrificing from when they get to the 30s. So they're not going to be flying all over the world with you because they're going to be busy building. And because you don't know how men, you know, think, right, you're always going to end up single because you're always trying to live before your time. These countries ain't going anywhere. There's always going to be new sets of designers all the time, new shaped cars. This shit's some materialistic shit. You got to work in within. That's the most thing that you got to invest in, is within. And the men also needs to invest in within. But coming online and screaming your head up while you're doing your makeup shows what type of females you are. But anyway, it is what it is. Allah, it's Bants over here. But anyway, guys, if you disagree with what I said, leave me a comment. If you agree, leave me a comment. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay blessed. Peace. Bow.
God gave me grace. God gave me style. God gave me grace. God put a smile on my face. God made me smile on my face. God made me shine like the sun. God make me shine like the sun. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one. Sometimes I feel like it ain't my fault.